From the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night, this is exciting Imperial Valley football on VSN Sports.net, the Valley Sports Network, and your source for Imperial Valley sports. For John Moreno, this is Vic Carrillo at Veterans Stadium here in the beautiful city of Calipatria as they receive the visiting Tri-City Christian Eagles from Vista, California in the northern section of the San Diego CIF section. Ladies and gentlemen, an exciting game predicted tonight as the high-octane offense of Tony Leon and the Calipatria Hornets implementing the wing T off that offensive guru, Rick Stewart, has been averaging over 50 points a game, and it's led by the catalyst, Dominic Hawk, their quarterback, who has 18 touchdowns to his credit, 780 yards rushing, 200 yards passing. He's a one-man gang, and he's one of the leading scorers in all of the United States in high school football with those 18 touchdowns. So, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the real deal, the master blaster, the voice of choice, your friend and mine, Johnny Moe, John Moreno Brown.
Well, Vic, thanks a lot for that introduction. We're here at Veterans Stadium in Calipat, and this young man, Dominic Hawk, who does everything in the double wing formation for the Calipatria Hornets under the head coach, Tony Leon, out of Brawley, who is also in the Hall of Fame for wrestling as a wrestling coach, and he's turned this program around, Vic. I mean, he's coming in. They're averaging over 55 points a game. Actually, 56 points a game is what they're averaging, and they're just unstoppable with the last 3 games that they've had in this 2024 season.
Well, they've come out to the gates, and who's counting, like our Aunt Murray used to say, 56, 55, it's just a lot of points, John. Anything over 50 tells you that this is an explosive offense. Now, it's a double wing T, and what's different from the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets wing T is they play in tight. Their spacing here on the offensive line is more spacing, and they try to run to the outside.
So their splits are wider.
Right, the splits are wider, and Tony Leon, and during the pregame commentary, was saying, if you remember Louis Montaño for Calexico that would run that triple option, the quarterback reads with a fullback, and they don't block one person intentionally, and that's who they read. If he
the first down lineman from the center.
If he
from the nose guard.
If he goes after the ball, the quarterback pulls it and skirts to the outside and may pitch it. Otherwise, if he's got green grass ahead of him, and John, he's had green grass. His longest run of the season has been 66 yards for a touchdown. He averages a mind-boggling 19.9 yards per carry.
Unbelievable. And so this is kind of an option attack from the Calipatria Hornets. Do they come out of they probably come out of a pro set, or they come out of I?
They come out of a spread.
A spread, okay. So they got one guy in the backfield. So they're probably also looking at RPO as well.
And they have double wingbacks at either end. So we'll see, John. I'm looking forward to it. And as far as the Tri-City Christian Eagles, they lost a heartbreaker to Southwest last week, and that's the only loss in the young season thus far. Calipat comes in with a 3-0. The coach, Neil Bright, has been at the helm here at Tri-City Christian for 4 seasons already, and he likes to balance it out, run and pass. His quarterback, Joel Valverde, has passed for 700 yards thus far, and he's run for 186 yards. So he's also a triple threat.
Well, looking at the Desert League, this will probably be one of the closer games in the Valley tonight. We're looking at Tri-City Christian with a negative 57 rating against Calipat with a negative 49 rating. So that's pretty similar. Palo Verde will be at Coachella. El Cajon Valley will travel to Hautville tonight. And Hautville just is surprising everybody by, again, with those over 50 points, averaging 50 points a game. And of course, Vincent Memorial last night beat the Southwest Eagles. And in Imperial Valley League tonight, Otay Ranch is at Central, and Central just keeps moving up, keeps getting better every week. After their big win against a tough Ramona Bulldog team, Imperial will be traveling to North County, San Diego to take on Fallbrook. Imperial, another outstanding season they're having under David Shaw. And St. Augustine, that's the other game tonight that's being played at Warren Field in the beautiful city of Brawley. St. Augustine with a 1.7 rating against Brawley with a negative 0.3. So that is going to be a close game. And you can watch it with Will Torres and Ron Rubio on VSN. And tomorrow night, Francis Parker out of San Diego will come and travel to Calexico to take on the Bulldogs. Another close matchup with the ratings, negative 30 for Parker, negative 36 for Calexico. Calexico coming off a big win last week against across the border rival, the Cetis Zorros. So tonight we have Tri-City Christian coming into Calipat, and Tri-City Christian has been a strong football program. We remember a couple of years ago in 2017, where it was the second round of CF. Calexico was in a Division 5, and they played up at Tri-City Christian. Remember, little Panchito Moreno was in that with his classmates and his teammates.
Yeah, that was a tough loss. It was a cold night, at least for us desert dwellers. Played in mid-November, and right there, that ocean breeze coming in. Tonight's referees for representing the Imperial Valley Officials Football Referees Association, the white hat will be Nathan Binkins. The umpire is Michael Garcia. The head linesman is Isaac Silva. The line judge will be Randy Ross. And the back judge will be Hector Tarango. The captains representing Tri-City Christian tonight will be number 5, Joel Valverde. He's also at quarterback. He'll be joined by Jack Bush, and along with Charlie Denning. There will be several players tonight, John. As we're talking about Coach Tony De Leon, he's been coaching for 36 years. This is his second year at Calipat. They had a coaching void just before the season started last year, and he applied and filled in and has really turned this program around. A couple of key things about Tony is that the players that weren't playing any spring sports, baseball or what have you, he had them all get into track and field to increase their speed, their quickness, and to maintain their conditioning. And plus the training for this wing T offense over the summer, a couple of summer camps, well, the players have really bought into the system. And go ahead.
Well, we'll pause for a commercial, so we'll be back with more in a minute on the Valley Sports Network.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Could you use help with your electric bill? Imperial Irrigation District, your public power provider, offers several payment assistance programs. Our income-qualified customers can save up to 20 or 30% on their electric bill and also receive assistance if they face service disconnection for non-payment. For assistance, call us at 1-800-303-7756, visit one of our customer service centers, or find us online at iid.com. IID, where customers always come first.
So we're back live here as the captains are out meeting on the field. The Calipatria captains are number 3, Dominic Hawk, number 12, CJ Spence, number 56, Aaron Villarreal, and number 1, Juan Perez. these are the key returning players for Calipat that have really taken this team to the next level on their first 3 games of the season. As John pointed out, they're averaging over 55 points a game, and the defense has been playing superb. A couple of shutouts among those three victories. So it's a cool night for the Imperial Valley as the temperature has dropped. We were enjoying triple-digit weather throughout the day, but that cool breeze, I believe Tri-City Christian brought it from Vista, California with them, and that should be a comfortable relief for them of comfort.
Well, we're going to hopefully see some cool weather. The west winds were blowing over this last couple of days. Tri-City Christian has deferred to Calipatria, and the Hornets will be receiving the football here as we start this first quarter of play at Calipat Veterans Stadium.
So kicking off for the Tri-City will be number 8, Mayo Lorenzao, but he'll be wearing 61 when the game starts, John. That's what I was going to mention before we broke to commercial. There'll be several players wearing different numbers for the first period only. You'll have Mayo Lorenzao, who typically wears number 8. He'll be wearing jersey number 61. Jack Bush, who wears jersey number 9 for the remaining 3 quarters of the game, will start out wearing 56. And number 11, Charlie Denning, will be wearing 53. And number 21, Blake Freeman, will be wearing 55.
Well, you'll have to correct me on those, Vic, as we pause for the playing of our national anthem.
That's going to be hard for me to do, John. Correct. We're back live here with VSN, your Valley Sports Network, and the source for Imperial Valley Sports, along with Bulldog Media. As we welcome back here at Veterans Stadium in Calipat, John Moreno.
Thank you, Vic. Well, we're getting set for the kickoff, and we'll see this explosive Calipat offense with the ball first tonight here, the 4th game of the 2024 season.
Well, John, the Calipatria Hornets play in the tough Desert League that includes Hopeville, last year's CIF Division 5 champions, Vincent Memorial, that has won the championship before, and Palo Verde. Some of the adjustments, as I was pointing out in 2024 from Tony Leon, was instrumental in bringing back track and field with Brawley track coach Marcial Tagaban, teaching the kids how to run properly, how to increase their speed, and most importantly, conditioning. Another move, Mayo is kicking off.
Mayo, and back to receive is Dominic Hawk and Juan Perez. Juan Perez, number 1, Dominic Hawk, number 3. And Mayo Larseneau.
Larseneau.
And that's a little squib, almost like a onside, and it's fallen on inside the 45 by number 2. That is Oscar Lopez, senior for Calipat.
So offensively, the Hornets will start with number 3, Dominic Hawk at quarterback. The wingbacks are number 1, Juan Perez, along with number 25, Jordan Potter, the tailback. Tight end is 12, Caleb Spence. Number 15, Osmar Lopez, also plays a wingback position. And the wide receiver, number 32, Aiden Sabrano. On the line center is 61, Brandon Vargas, the guards, Gonzalez and Villarreal.
Hawk with a pitch pass. Incomplete.
Oh, he was wide open by about 5 yards behind the defense, but Calipat looking to score quickly.
And that was Caleb Spence with the pass. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Calipat. The ball at the 43-yard line.
And the tackles are Jaden Lopez, number 72, and number 52, Craven Voigt. After this play, we'll give you the starting defense for the Tri-City Christian.
They're starting to shake it up right at the initially. Jet sweep. Number 15, that is Osmar Lopez, turns it up the field, takes it to the 48.
In to make the tackle for the Eagles was number 4, Josh Patton, as they go with Sam Denning, number 1, number 2, Logan Dashant, number 3 is Gary Dillard, Patton 4, Joel Valverde 5, and Mayo Lawrence 61.
A little delay there.
A little face mask there, it looked like.
That's number 25 at the 40, crossing midfield and knocked out of bounds inside the 35. That's Jordan Potter. Jordan Potter gets a 1st and 10. Move those chains for the Hornets.
Tackled by number 3, Gary Dillard, only a freshman, but he's 5'10", 185. So there's some talent on that Tri-City Christian.
20-yard pickup on that one, Vic.
Further starters are Jack Bush. He's wearing jersey number 9 as well as 56. Charlie Denning, the twin of Sam Denning, wearing jersey number 53.
Bettis with a sweep to the left. Stopped by number 56 for Tri-City. And another number that does not have a name, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Jack Bush.
Right here. We got him as number 9.
Right. No, for the first quarter, he'll be wearing.
And it goes against Tri-City, so it'll bring up a 1st and 10 and excellent field position for the Hornets. It'll take it to the 15-yard line on a 1st and 10. So Calipat has been able to move this ball in this first series of play. And Dominic Hawk is leading him out of the huddle. Jordan Potter in the backfield. Double wing, number 15, Osmar Lopez, nothing there. Maybe a loss of a yard.
That was number 53, Charlie Denning. 53 for the first quarter. Once the quarter ends, he'll switch back to his original jersey, number 11, as he wasn't fooled there.
So a loss of 2 yards for the Hornets on that running play.
So back into the ball game for Calipat, number 32, Aiden Zambrano, and number 3, Dominic Hawk.
9:55 remaining, first quarter, no score. Dominic Hawk out of the shotgun. Decide to keep it left side. And he's still on his feet, breaking a couple tackles, takes it to the end zone, touchdown. Dominic Hawk from the 15-yard line on a keeper, takes it to the house for Calipat.
Running behind the blocking of Brandon Vargas, Aaron Villarreal, and Craven Voigt as they knocked out the right side of the Christian defense. And Dominic Hawk, with 9:28 remaining here in the first quarter, takes it to the house, a 15-yard scamper, and Calipat draws first blood here, taking a 6-0 lead.
And they're going to go for the point after. It'll be a 2-point conversion.
Normally their kicker is...
and that's Juan Perez, take the handoff.
Did he get in?
He got in, so 2-point conversion is good. And that number 12 in there, that's Caleb Spence. And so with 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter, Dominic Hawk on a 15-yard run from scrimmage puts 6 points on the board. The 2-point conversion is good by Juan Perez, and we got 8-0 Calipat. Tonight's game is brought to you by Arctic Air. Beat the heat with our top-of-the-line Carrier air conditioning systems at Arctic Air Conditioning and Heating. Stay cool and comfortable all summer long with unbeatable reliability. Arctic Air, 352-8855. And by Sewing Exchange. Need expert sewing and alterations? Visit Sewing Exchange. Fast, reliable service for all your tailoring needs. Located at 321 East Main in El Centro. The Sewing Exchange, where quality meets convenience. And kicking off for the Calipatria Hornets, number 9, and that is Jack Bush. No, I'm sorry, number 9 is Angel Maitorena. Bush is on the other team.
Right.
And that's a pooch kick. It'll be fielded by number 7, who's hit hard by number 55. That is Ian Johnson, and it's hit by 55 for Jesus Delgado for the Hornets. So 1st and 10 for Tri-City Eagles as they get the ball right at the 25.
So the Eagles are going right to left on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. The field runs in a east-west pattern. The Eagles are eastbound here at Veterans Stadium. What do you think the temperature is right now, John?
I want to say about 92, 93. It's balmy if you're from the valley.
Just under that, what is it, wet bulb globe or wet globe bulb?
Joel Valverde hands it off to number 22, the right side. That is David Turner, a senior. David picks up 5, takes it to the 30. So Joel Valverde, number 5, with a double-doubles formation for Tri-City. Fakes the dive, little play action, run into his own man, number 2. That is Logan Deichend. And picks up 2 yards. So a 3rd and 3 coming up for Tri-City. And an excellent hit.
Well, defensively, Calipat goes with Juan Perez, number 1, Oscar Lopez, Dominic Hawk, Sebastian Lopez, Angel Maitorena, number 9, Caleb Spence, 12. We'll give you the remaining starters on defense after this play.
Sam Denning in the backfield for the Tri-City Eagles. And in the pocket and flushed out and picking up a first down is the quarterback, Joel Valverde.
Pushed out of bounds by number 57, Bernard Thomas, only a sophomore.
So a gain of 10 yards on the quarterback keeper.
Excellent athleticism on display there by Valverde as he was trapped in the backfield. It looked like the pocket had broken down and it looked like he was going to be
Sacked.
and very elusive. He was able to spin out of that and pick up some positive yardage for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39. Valverde and Denning in the backfield for Tri-City Christian. Low snap. Valverde throwing on the run. The pass is caught in the right flat. And taking it up a good 11 yards. 1st and 10.
That was number 1, Sam Denning, making the reception.
So 2 first downs in a row here for the Tri-City Christian Eagles, and the ball right at midfield with 6:47 remaining in the first quarter. And we're here in the north end. Our first game for VSN up here in Calipat. 1st and 10. Valverde, Denning. Valverde with a nice spiral pass. The pass is caught by number 7, Ian Johnson. A pickup of 5.
Tackled immediately by number 9, Angel Maitorena, a cornerback, a senior.
And David Turner was in the backfield that time. So David Turner and Sam Denning taking turns.
So there were a lot of returning seniors for Tony Leon on this club. There's a lot of leadership there that's exemplified in their 3-0 record coming into the 4th game of the season.
3 receivers on the right side. 1 split to the near side. Valverde with a little swing pass.
Almost
caught.
picked off by
Almost-
number 1, Juan Perez. Who made that reception? I can't see from up here.
And that was number 2.
That's Logan Dinchant.
And he got a little shaken up there, so they're probably sitting him out of play. See how he's doing. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5. The ball at the 45 going in. Valverde in the backfield. Valverde will step up, throws it on the run. Pass is caught by number 3. That is Gary Dillard the third, and takes it inside the 10 for a 1st and goal. Move those chains for Tri-City. A pickup of over 30 yards, Vic.
45 to the 10, John. 35 yards.
Okay, so pretty close.
Anyway, Gary Dillard the third is only a freshman, John, and he's making some big plays for this varsity unit of Tri-City Christian.
Made a big one that time. David Turner in the backfield along with Joel Valverde. The ball hits the ground. Quarterback running, looking, and lowers his shoulder and takes it inside the 5.
Brought down by number 1, Juan Perez.
And most of these guys on Calipatria go both ways because they're,
Well, they're not big schools, with as far as population or student enrollment is concerned. I believe Calipatria's the smallest public high school in the Imperial Valley.
Yeah.
And Tri-City Christian is a private school, kinder through grade 12, and I think they have 450 students overall.
We'll call a timeout. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sanders Architecture and Engineering. Discover innovation with Sanders Architecture and Engineering from concept to creation. We bring your vision to life with precision and passion. Trust Sanders to build the future today. Wishing all teams a safe and successful season. By Esked Realty. Thinking of selling or buying property? Trust the expert at Esked Realty with unmatched local knowledge and offering professional and friendly service for 30 years. They'll get top dollar for your investment or help you purchase your dream home. Esked Realty, the mark of excellence. By IV Welding. Need expert welding and mechanical services? Trust the pros who get it done right. On time, every time. Call IV Welding and Mechanical. Precision in every spark. And by El Centro Motors. Looking for unbeatable deals? Head to El Centro Motors right now. Get huge savings on all your favorite Ford models. Visit us today at El Centro Motors, where your dream car is waiting. Don't miss out. And remember, accidents happen, but with Marianne Valenzuela Finley at State Farm, you're covered. Get the protection you deserve with personalized service and great rates. You're covered 50 miles into Mexico. Call today for a free quote. So a 2nd and goal inside the 5 at the 4 with Tri-City Christian. And Valverde and number 22, Turner, in the backfield. With a quick toss to the corner of the end zone. And it's a touchdown. The pass was caught by number 3. That is Gary Dillard the third.
Dillard, John.
Dillard. Did I say Dillard?
Dillard.
Well, maybe that's the way you pronounce it. Who knows? But he scored a touchdown.
Well, it's a double L, John. Why don't you just say Dillard? To give it the French spelling with the pronunciation.
Excellent catch, Vic, at the corner of the end zone in the back, putting 6 points on the board for Tri-City Christian.
Well, after making that phenomenal catch, John, Dillard does sound good.
So number 61, Vic, I think that's one of the numbers changed, is going to be going.
That's Mayo.
Mayo for the point after.
Mayo
And
Lorenzao.
And he kicks it right into the line. So no good. So with 3:58 remaining in the first quarter, we'll be back with more in a minute on the VSN.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience. Inner Care since 1970. When it comes to health care, Inner Care is here to help. with locations throughout the Imperial Valley. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you.
The kicking.
Yes, back here live at Veterans Field in Calipat with Mayo doing the kicking to Hawk and Perez. Deep to receive for the Hornets.
And Mayo's his first name. Lauren Chow is his last name.
So they're kicking away from those two as it's kicked inside the 30 by number. Well, that's Juan Perez coming up. And he's found a lot of room at the 50, the 30, 45. And up to the 38-yard line where he's pushed out of bounds.
An excellent blocking by number 3, Dominic Hawk, leading the way, leading the convoy.
So Juan Perez with that return from 10, 20, almost 35, 40 yards. Picking it up at the 29, 28.
He's a wizard. You're a math major there, John.
That's right.
Your calculator's working well. Anyway, excellent field position with 3:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Calipat, there's a penalty called on the play.
They're moving it back.
What, blocking in the back? Let's see what Binkins, the head referee.
Blocking in the back. So they'll spot it at the 45. Nonetheless, it's pretty decent field position for Calipat.
Tonight's referees are Nathan Binkins, the white hat. The umpire is Michael Garcia. The head linesman is Isaac Silva. The line judge is Randy Ross. And the back judge is Hector Tarango, an outstanding officiating crew representing the Imperial Valley Football Referees Association.
Big full house backfield. Calipat hands it off to number 25 and crossing midfield, Jordan Potter, and a good pickup. Almost 20 yards. He'll take it at the 42, 1st and 10. Move those chains.
You know, the brunt of the yardage gained in the first 3 games has been Dominic Hawk with over 780 yards. But the second leading rusher is Jordan Potter with 180.
And they're going to give it to Potter again. And he'll pick up 3 this time.
Offensively on the line, the Hornet lineman, the center is number 61, Brandon Vargas. The guards are number 53, Arturo Gonzalez, and number 56, Aron Villarreal. The tackles are number 72, Jaden Lopez, and number 52, Craven Vogt.
So 2nd and 7. Might as well give it to Potter one more time. Coming to the right side. Gets pretty close to a first down, but not quite there at the 28. So a 3rd and short now coming up for the Hornets.
Well, you know, the Hornets have been pretty balanced on running to either side of the line of scrimmage. You know, they've had a couple of runs. Their touchdown run was on the left side.
Jordan Potter, this time.
Did he get the first down?
Feet come out from under him. That's number 2 on the stop, Logan Deschant. And not quite the first down, Vic.
So it'll be 2nd and short.
4th.
Or 4th and short, excuse me.
2:25 remaining first quarter. 8-6 score in favor of Calipat.
Calipat in solid navy blue uniforms with gold lettering and numerals and solid blue helmets. The Eagles with navy blue pants, white jerseys, white helmet with navy blue numerals.
Hawk this time will keep it.
Didn't fool anybody.
No, and will not get the first down. And stingy defense there. Or as I say, stout defense.
Let's see, what was the number? Was that 61? 61. That was 61 is Mayo Laurenchao. At the end of the first quarter, he'll switch back to his original jersey, number 8.
And why is that? Don't know. Right. So he would be a lineman, but at 61. So the ball's turned over. Tri-City Christian has a football now going right to left in the first quarter.
I would have said it was a sale, 2-for-1 jerseys. Try to take advantage.
So at the 28, and Valverde and number 22, Dave Turner in the backfield. Double-doubles formation for...
thus far, the running backs have been for window dressing and blocking.
Valverde going deep. A man is there, and it was looking for number 3, Dillard, and incomplete, guarded very well around the...
That was number
40.
32. That was Aiden Zambrano.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Burgers and Beer. Craving the perfect combo. Come to Burgers and Beer. Juicy, mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold craft beer. What more could you want? Visit Burgers and Beer today for the ultimate flavor experience. Taste it, love it, repeat it. I know I go once a week. With that bacon cheeseburger, Vic. I'm going to die happy. Second and 10.
Smothered in onions.
Smothered in onions. Fresh onions. So Valverde with a quick swing out to the right, looking for number 2, Logan Dechend, and incomplete.
So offensively, the Tri-City Christian go with number 5, Joel Valverde at quarterback. The backfield is either number 1, Sam Denning, Ian Johnson, number 7, number 11, Charlie Denning, along with Logan Dechend as a receiver. Jack Bush is the tight end, and Blake Freeman will also see action at the running back position.
3rd and 10 for the Tri-City Christian Eagles with 1:19 and counting in this first quarter. Valverde with a shotgun snap, little screen pass, and it almost picked off by number 25 Potter, Jordan Potter.
Oh, and he had a quick 6 there, John, or a pick 6, as you would say.
Is a pick 6, and he was running before he caught it.
Right.
And stop the clock.
So the clock is stopped with 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 8-6, Calipat.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Keystone HR, and we'll get to Keystone HR right after this play with 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A close ball game. Calipat coming into this game averaging over 50 points a game. And their margin and their opponents with 17, so there's a margin of 38 points that Calipat has been scoring over the first 3 games of the 2024 season.
And the total points allowed are 17? The other, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they've allowed average 17 points for their 3 opponents.
Oh, okay. I thought they had thrown a couple
And
of shutouts.
the biggest spread is Hopeville, allowing only 2 points for their opponents. And they're scoring over 55 points a game.
Hopeville, the defending Division 5 CIF champions, they're loaded this year.
Next week, VSN will be in Calexico calling the Hopeville Calexico game. And setting the punt on a 4th and long.
That was Mayo.
Takes
Lauren Chow.
And doesn't go anywhere, and it'll be downed inside the midfield at the 46.
So 1:05 remaining here in the first quarter. 8-6 if you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen.
Keystone HR, need top talent fast? Keystone HR connects you with skilled professionals ready to work, whether it's temp to hire or permanent positions. We've got you covered. Keystone HR, your key to success. Call us at 357-2929. And by CR&R, need reliable waste disposal? CR&R Waste Management has you covered. Our eco-friendly services keep your community clean. CR&R. Dominic Hawk. Dominic Hawk handing off to Jordan, and manhandled, but not after he picks up 3 yards. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
Well, John, a well-played game on both sides of the ball. Both teams look like they're evenly matched here. It's like a boxing match that we're going to be watching tomorrow night with Canelo, celebrating the 16th of September weekend. And kind of like a sparring, they're both testing each other out,
Right.
Calipat with a lead, 8-6.
And Dominic Hawk keeps it, gets a first down, coming in front of the home bench to the 35 and brought down at the 33.
And that was number 11, Charlie Denning, bringing him down.
Picking up another 20 yards on that keeper for Dominic Hawk.
So defensively, they go with Denning, Blake Freeman, Adam Ashcraft, Jason Tressler, number 66, on the front three.
1st and 10. And that should be the end of the first quarter. 8-6 Calipat. We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like when Burgers and Beer is in the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification from the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night. This is VSN for Vic Carrillo. This is John Moreno at Calipat High School at Veterans Field. Starting the second quarter of play, Calipat is up 8-6.
Well, John, a very explosive offense that Calipat brings to the table, led by Dominic Hawk, number 3, one of the leading scorers in the United States, with 18 touchdowns to his credit after 3 games.
A little delay there to Perez going to the right side, the 20, and inside the 20 to the 18. First and 10, move those chains, a pickup of 17 yards.
Pushed out of bounds. John, you have the binoculars. You're the eyes in the sky. Who was that?
It looked like it was several white jerseys pushing him out of bounds.
Okay, it looked like number 2 from my site. So Logan Deinchet with that credited with that tackle.
So 1st and 10 for Calipat inside the 20 at the 19.
So they're inside the red zone, John. Usually teams like to have 3 or 4 bread and butter plays that they like to call where the linemen are familiar. As we noted in our pregame commentary, they're not toe-to-toe, the offensive linemen. They're
got wider splits. Dominic Hawk breaks the tackle, but then is brought down hard by number 58 and number 1.
Number 1, Sam Denning, and 53, Charlie Denning. So the twin brothers, Sam and Charlie, in to make that stop.
I thought you were going to say Sam and Dave.
Hold on, I'm coming.
So a loss of a couple there for Calipat. Dominic Hawk looking halfback pass, number 15, and it's intended for number 32, 15 being Osmar Lopez, intended for number 32, Aiden Zambrano. Nothing there. Bring it back and go to 3rd down.
On that misdirection pass play, Osmar Lopez was hit just as he released the ball, and as a result, it affected the accuracy, but a great defensive play, not only on that hit on the quarterback, but the coverage on the receiver who was beyond the 5-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down.
Dominic with a keeper. Dominic Hawk finds a hole up the middle, takes the run to about the 12-yard line, a pickup of 10.
Well, Johnny slithers his way between the tackles, zigging and zagging, kind of like a tadpole in 5 inches of water.
So 4th and short
very elusive running style for this quarterback. He's only 5'6", 145 pounds.
Dominic Hawk might as well keep it again. Takes it in, gets a 1st and goal inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So Dominic Hawk showing his athletic prowess in the second quarter with 9:54 remaining. So a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line. They're going right to left. They're eastbound here. The evening has cooled off considerably after experiencing triple-digit weather or temperature during the day.
The humidity is gone, Vic. West winds came blowing in this week, and a timeout is called, and we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299. Well, we're back here live, folks, at the 1st and goal for Calipat. Heading toward the eastern goal. The ball at the 7-yard line going in.
Offensively, they're going to be running behind Brandon Vargas at center, Arturo Gonzalez and Aaron Villarreal, the guards.
Hawk hands it off to, is that Perez? Touchdown, Calipat from 7 yards out, takes it to the house. Juan Perez.
Well, an excellent block thrown by tackle number 52, Craven Voigt, creating that running lane on the left side of the line. And so with 9:23 remaining here in the second quarter, the second touchdown of the game for the Hornets as they extend their lead to 14-6.
And they're going to go for 2.
And Hawk is in the wingback position.
And he fumbles a football as number 12, that's Caleb Spence in the shotgun. So that conversion is no good. And so with 9:23 remaining in the second quarter, it's 14-6 Calipat.
So Calipat will be kicking off with Angel Maitorena wearing jersey number 9. He's a senior. And back to receive for the Tri-City Christian Eagles, I believe will be Sam Denning.
Number 3, I believe. Is that Gary Dillard?
Gary Dillard, only a freshman.
And we have our principal of Calipatria High, Mr. Lucio Padilla, who maybe want to put on a headset, maybe tell us a little bit about what's going on here and how you've adjusted to this new role.
Well, John and Victor, it's just very exciting to be here. Brand new principal to Calipatria High School. It really feel the sports in this town, right? Real small city. They love their sports. We're having a great season here with volleyball and football. And tonight we're here to enjoy our football team. We've got just a great running game, featuring Dominic Hawk. We got Juan Lopez and Jordan Potter, so they're having a great game. You can feel it's a tough contest, but we're hoping here that we'll be able to pull away here in the second half.
Well, Dillard fumbled that return. Calipatria recovered an excellent field position inside the 30-yard line, so Calipat has the ball now, first and 10 at the 29.
Well, you know, talking about that family unity and what have you within the community, Tony Leon, coming from Brawley, he was an outstanding wrestling coach, 36 years coaching. This is his second year at Calipat, but he's instilled a competitive spirit with his wing tee that they've adopted, and the players seem to have embraced it, and they're very successful, averaging 55 points a game thus far.
They've established their identity for sure.
Yes, absolutely. We're very fortunate to have Coach Leon here with us. He's very passionate about football. He's doing a great job here working with the kids. Him and his assistant coaches have been doing a phenomenal job as well.
And so coming to Calipat, after being at Calexico, then at Corfman, and now in the McCabe district, and now you're here at Calipat. What's happening with Calipat High School? What do you see some of the things that are exciting to talk about?
Well, you know, just we're getting started. We're off to a phenomenal start. We got a great staff, just a real great community overall. We're going to have a lot of project-based learning this year that we're very excited about. We're going to have an astronomy night here on October 16. It's going to be a great event for the entire community. It's open to the entire Calipatria Unified School District Committee. And then we're working on several other projects and all around literacy. We got some other science-based projects that we're thinking about, and we're looking at doing some stuff with entrepreneurship as well. So it's exciting times here for Calipatria, and we can't wait to have just a tremendously amazing school year.
Well, you know, there's a lot of familiarity because Grace Jimenez Cortez is at the
middle school.
Middle school. What is it called?
It's Bill Young Middle School.
Bill Young Middle School, and you're here at the high school, and you're both proteges of Dr. Al Moreno out of San Diego State in that leadership and administration master's class back from 1998 to 2000. I remember because I was part of it too.
Yes,
but
yes.
you and Grace have taken it to greater levels, and so.
Well, Dominic Hawk keeps it, goes to the right, gets a much-needed first down from a 1st and 20, and excellent field position again for the Calipatria Hornets. He made up for a couple of penalties that moved the ball back, Vic, but go ahead.
And Victor, I'll add to that, we also have Leo Monroy at Fremont Elementary, who's also from Calexico. So you have the elementary, the middle school, and the high school principal all from Calexico. And, you know, that's part of also that just a great team that we along with our superintendent, Angie Ortiz and Dr. Patterson, we're just really brought it real quickly, really well. And you can just feel the collaboration within the admin team. You know, so it's a real small team. And being very familiar with Dr. Jimenez and being very familiar with Leo Monroy, we're just really excited about a lot of collaborations that we're going to do for the school year. We already have 2 of them planned out. And as I was mentioning, around literacy, and then we're also have that astronomy project, and we're building some other projects together here, really focusing not just on our individual schools, but how do we do across the 3 schools, and actually across the 4 schools, just really working as a team and bringing some big community events.
Well, you know, talking about teamwork, I understand that one of the members of the chain gang is your assistant superintendent, Dr. Patterson.
Yes.
And so that's really giving back, and everybody contributing to make this a well-structured unit, and Calipat a place to be. You know, we're excited about doing presenting this Calipat game on live stream on VSN as the game of the week.
Yes, absolutely. On behalf of the entire Calipatria community, we're very grateful and thankful that VSN is here streaming this event today. It's brought a lot of excitement to the community. And before I forget, yes, Dr. Patterson, not only is she all over the place, but she's got the most beautiful tennis shoes to go along with it, right?
Oh,
you got to see her tennis shoes. They're just bright blue and yellow, and they match with all her outfit, and it really keeps her really active. So I'm real impressed there with Dr. Patterson. It's just when you see her, you got to look at her because she'll be off and running somewhere real soon. But very impressive that she's out here today with the
So
team
here
gang.
we are, you know, principal of Calipat, the other CHS, principal of CHS Calexico.
Yes.
How many, what's your student population now?
We've got about 343 students. Yes.
That's very manageable.
It's about 10 times less than you, Mr. Moreno.
Jeez, I'm telling you.
Any closing comments that you'd like to make here during this timeout?
But like I said, just, you know, real grateful, real appreciative that you're all here. It's big for our community, and we're all very grateful for that you guys are streaming this and making this alive, available on streaming. So thank you both. And,
well, you know, there was a rant and a rave that somebody, why don't you guys do Calipat? VSN always does Brawley or Central. And I says, you know what, Vic? let's silence the critics. Let's come up to Calipat. Let's go see our friend Lucio, and let's call the game here. Calipat is enjoying a 3-0 opening 2024 season record, and so let's come up here. Why not? The other CHS.
Right, the other CHS. And they also have air conditioning.
Yeah.
In the press box that we haven't been privy to this season yet.
Yes, and hopefully you'll come back for the playoffs. And
we will.
We're hoping
We
to
will.
host a playoff game, and then you'll be here with us.
Okay.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Okay, no, thank you.
Thank you, Victor.
Thank you, Lucio.
Don.
And
We'll
thank
see
you,
you.
and thank you for the hospitality that's been extended to us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
And that was Lucio Padilla, principal of Calipatria High School, former Bulldog from way back in the early 90s, and it's always good to see him, Mr. Technology, we call him at Calexico. So a second and long, Dominic Hawk with a keeper, and he's having some trouble moving the ball up, but it looks like it was a fumble recovery. And we're waiting for the direction from the referee. It is. It's a 1st and 10, turning the ball over, Calipat over to Tri-City.
So with 7:46 remaining in the second quarter, that turnover, let's see if Tri-City Christian can capitalize on this opportunity. Tonight's game being officiated by Nathan Binkins, the white hat, along with Michael Garcia, the umpire, Isaac Silva is the head linesman, Randy Ross is the line judge, and Hector Tarango, the back judge.
1st and 10 at the 25 for Tri-City, coming out of the I formation. Oh, wait a minute. Not much there as the quarterback kept it.
Well, defensively, the Hornets go with tackle number 72, Jaden Lopez, inside linebacker number 57, Bernard Thomas, only a sophomore, tackle number 56, Aaron Villarreal, cornerback number 32, Aiden Zambrano, middle linebacker 15, Osmar Lopez, and number 9, Mike Torrena.
2nd and 8 with 7:16 remaining in the second quarter. 14-6 Calipat. The ball at the 27. Valverde in the backfield out of the shotgun. And he's dropping back to pass, throws it over the middle, and intercepted. Juan Perez at midfield. And another turnover for Tri-City as the Hornets will get the ball at the 43-yard line.
Well, John, the Hornets were in a 4-2-5 defense, 4 down linemen, 2 inside linebackers, and 5 defensive backs. And playing center field was Juan Perez, and the pass came right to him. And so a turnaround, a fair play here as another turnover, this time in Calipat's favor. And they take over with excellent field position at the 43-yard line of the Eagles. 6:53 remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10, Dominic Hawk. Turns it up the left side. Breaks a tackle on his feet inside the 20. A pickup of over 20 yards for Dominic Hawk.
Brought down by number 8, Mayo Laurenchao, as the players that were wearing those different numbered jerseys in the first quarter are now back to their original jerseys.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Hawk is tackled in the backfield, and he manages to get away.
They try to bring him down with his shirt, but he's too strong, and he'll break away from that. You got to wrap around. 1st and 10 at the 20.
That's number 25, Potter.
That's Potter. Takes it the right side.
Running behind the blocking of Lopez and Arturo Gonzalez.
And pickups a 3 on the run.
It'll make it a 2nd and 7.
So under 6 minutes to play in this first half. An explosive offense here by the Hornets.
Sounds like we're on a party line, John, back in the old days when the whole neighborhood.
Little misdirection. Juan Perez. Juan Perez pounding his way to the left side.
Tackled by number 8, Mayo Laurenchao, who comes in as one of the leading tacklers. Charlie Denning averages 11 tackles per game. Mayo averages 9 tackles, and Josh Patton averages 8 tackles per game.
So it's a 1st and goal inside the 10 at the 8-yard line for the Hornets.
And Laurenchow also has 4 sacks to his credit after 3 games.
And Dominic Hawk, Jordan Potter in the backfield. A little reverse there. Fumbles a football, number 13.
Wyatt Simpson.
Pollard.
He's only a freshman.
And recovered by Tri-City.
And that inexperience came to the surface there as he couldn't handle the football.
So 1st and 10 on that turnover for Tri-City, where Calipat was in a goal stance, and turnover number 3 here, I believe.
So
under 5 minutes.
The Hornets come up empty on that drive as they turn the ball over again deep in Eagle territory. The Eagles will start out on their 26-yard line. They're westbound here at Veterans Stadium.
1st and 10. Valverde and number 22 in the backfield. Valverde with a swing pass to the near side. And pass is caught by number 7. That's Ian Johnson.
A short gain there as he's brought down by number 8 for the Hornets, Sebastian Lopez, a sophomore.
So a 2nd and 8.
So both teams substituting freely to offset this the heat down on the field. You know, John, after 3 weeks of the football season, coming into the 4th game of the season, has the wet globe bulb, or
whatever. The thermometer, Vic. Valverde rolling, looking, and it throws it to the left flat. Pass is caught, and taking it across the midfield is number 3. That is Dillard, the 3rd.
Gary Dillard or Dillard.
Dillard, 1st and 10 in Hornet territory. Wet bulb thermometer checks air quality as well as the heat index.
Dillard, 5'10", 185 pounds, and he looked at there as he was hard to bring down. So he crosses midfield, the ball at the Calipat 45-yard line.
1st and 10. Valverde and Turner in the backfield. Oh, that's not Turner, that's Valverde. Short pass to the right side.
Pushed out of bounds by number 9.
Number 2.
Angel Maitorena.
Logan Dachent with the reception. Picks up a 1st down. Ball at the 30.
So Valverde rolling out.
15-yard pickup. Three minutes to go in this first half. Tri-City driving down the field. Sam Denning in the backfield now with Valverde. Looking, rolling left side. Can't find anybody. Will run out of bounds at the 20. And gets close to a 1st down, but it'll bring up a 2nd and a yard. Picks up 9 on the keeper. Two and a half minutes remaining. Well, the ball came back. So they didn't call it a 1st down. I thought it was 2nd and short.
Let's see what Nathan Binkins indicates.
Yeah,
he's wearing the white hat. He's over there talking with the chain gang and the line judge. Ladies and gentlemen, we interviewed Lucio Padilla, the principal of Calipatria High School, a seasoned veteran in administration. And then at halftime, we're going to have school board member Diego Navarro coming up to share a few words about the Calipatria School District.
Craving authentic Mexican food? Head to La Fonda Mexican Bar and Grill in El Centro. From sizzling fajitas to our famous enchiladas, we've got something for everyone. Visit us today for a taste of tradition. La Fonda, where flavor meets family. And thank you to our sponsors, Top Notch Barbershop, RDO, Nothing Runs Like a Deer, and the Brawley Police Foundation. And that's Denning, number 1.
And that was number 72, Jaden Lopez, who had him in his grasp.
But enough for a first down, Vic, as they'll more than likely move the chains. So a first down at the 20 with 2:21 remaining first half.
The line judge there with the chain gang is Randy Ross.
Remember, we are Valley Sports Network on the NFHS network. Valverde has time. Throws a left side, a man is open. And that is number 3, Dillard. There was nobody around him, Vic, and he's
beautifully thrown pass by
frustrated.
Valverde as Dillard was running a wheel route, running a fly pattern, whatever they want to call them today, running a 9.
Flag.
A flag. The pass was there, but the freshman couldn't haul it in. And so it'll be second and a long 10.
Under 2 minutes to go.
The ball at the 20-yard line of Calipatria.
Sam Denning.
They're just on the periphery of the red zone.
Joel Valverde with a bad snap. He'll have to do so. He falls on it. So a bad snap, losing a whole bunch of yardage. 15-yard loss. They'll spot it at the 35.
So that could be a momentum buster there as they were driving downfield. First the drop pass, and then the bad snap. Let's see how they respond to adversity, John. As it's a second or third down?
It's second.
Second and forever.
No, third down, Vic. Third and 25.
Well, it's third and almost then.
Joel Valverde. Got to get out of this one. He fumbles. Another turnover. It looked like Calipat recovers, so it's 1st and 10 Calipat at the 41.
And that was number 15 for Calipat, Osmar Lopez, a junior, making that recovery. So after opening up to a hot start in the first quarter, the second quarter has been marred by turnovers on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, we've had nothing but turnovers in the second quarter, Vic. So Calipat with the 1st and 10 at the 41 of their own 41. Under a minute to go. Dominic Hawk, Juan Perez, Jordan Potter. These guys, and of course your offensive line giving them time. Another halfback pass going over the middle. Man is open, and that pass was caught. Number 15, Osmar Lopez to Caleb Spence. 1st and 10, move those chains for the Hornets. And just like that, Vic, they're in the red zone almost. Or in the red zone, they are, inside the 20.
Well, John, with 38 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, I'd like to give a shout out to Hector Cervantes, an outstanding city councilman and community activist and supporter for the city of Calipat, and his standout daughter, an athlete for Calipat, and now taking her basketball skills to Imperial Valley College, where she's on the women's basketball team.
Awesome. Outstanding. And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
Looking for lower mortgage payments? Let Rosanna Arroyo guide you through seamless refinancing to save on monthly costs and get better interest rates. Call 760-960-3049 to schedule your free appointment.
We're back here live. Less than a minute to go. In fact, 19 seconds remaining in the first half. 14-6. And the Hornets at the 19 on a 1st and 10 going in.
Well, let's see if they can swing Lady momentum back to their side by getting a quick score here.
Well, I think one of the keys is reduce the turnovers. You know, both teams have had quite a number of turnovers.
You have to take care of the ball, John.
That's it. Hawk takes it to the right side, coming back the other way. And he'll take it inside the 10. Someone...
Did they call a timeout?
No, they're not. They're going. And yeah, it's inside. It's at the 10. Hawk. Penalty flag. That'll stop the clock with 2.9 seconds. False start. So bringing it back. And this may be the last play of the first half.
Would you throw it into the end zone, or you think Hawk will call his number? And
well, they've got a pretty balanced attack, Vic. And they're reversing it back and forth. Juan Perez finds an open hole. Juan Perez.
Or would you call a reverse?
We call a reverse. Juan Perez touchdown. Calipat with no time left in the first half. A lot of that misdirection in this double wing.
Yeah, well, that was a double handoff. He handed.
We get to Caleb Spence.
So it's a 20.
It's a 6
ball game. If they go for the extra point, it'll be Matorena kicking. Otherwise, they'll go for 2.
And Dominic Hawk is in there. He's going to give it a shot for the 2-point. Fakes it to Perez, and he'll keep it. Does he make it in? It looks like he did. The 2-point conversion is good, and so at the half, Calipat 22, Tri-City 6. And we'll be back with more in a minute on the Valley Sports Network.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
South Cali Air Conditioning, the #1 York dealer in the Imperial Valley. Contact them today for all your AC needs. Call them at 760-556-9901. Casbros, it's that time of year again. Team shirt options are available and ready to go out for adult, youth, and toddler sizes. Call us and let us know how we can help at 760-550-6878.
We are Sewing Exchange, a garment manufacturing company. We manufacture to customer specifications. We do cut and sew, sublimation, uniforms, and we have low MOQs. You can contact us at 442-231-8527 or email sewingexchangeinc@gmail.com, and we are located at 321 East Main Street, El Centro, California.
Make It Ford Summer Sales Event going on now. Hi, Mike Morris here, El Centro Motors. Well, the temperature rises, but the prices are going down. Enjoy a summer without payments. No payments for 3 months. 0% APR. 24 F-150s if you prefer a SUV. 24 Explorer is the perfect vehicle for you. And Ford even makes your first month's payment. And remember, if you don't come see me first, I can't save you any money, and it's just that easy.
We're back live here at Veterans Stadium in Calipat as the Hornets race into halftime with a 22-6 lead over the visiting Eagles from Tri-City Christian. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure and it's an honor to have one of our Calipatria School Board members, one of the youngest board members in the history of Calipat politics, is Diego Navarro. Diego, welcome.
How's it going, Vic? Pleasure to meet you.
Diego graduated in 2018 from Central High School, and but he grew up here in Calipat. His father was a highly touted basketball player with Robert Romero back in the 80s, leading the Calipatria Hornets to many championships, and then served on the Calipatria City Council. And the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. So Diego, tell us, how does it feel after coming into your 4th year of your first term, serving the community of Calipat, particularly in education?
It's been an amazing experience. Something I love most about it is, representing and serving our community members, our stakeholders. And this is a position that I don't take lightly. So I'm an active advocate for all of our stakeholders. I'm constantly involved from daily school events to just any event in general that happens, not only within our school site, but also within our community.
Well, like the Russians used to always have 5-year plans and always rebuilding. What is it, since you've been on for the 4 years and you also inherit previous plans and contracts from the previous boards, what have been some of the goals that this current board has tried to fulfill, in the last 3 years, plus for the future for the Calipat School District?
So throughout my term, we've been able to accomplish some significant milestones, one being the addition of a new track and field program that recently we had for the very first time, and I think for quite some time, our track and field program, we brought that back. We wanted to give our student athletes, or just students in general, an additional outlet. And so we brought back our track and field program. It was a really great turnout. 65 of our students were part of our track and field program. And in addition to that, just maintaining our school facilities and as well as building upon our infrastructure. Recently, we completed a construction project for our middle school, BYMS. We had a recent ribbon cutting. And, just in addition to that, just the maintenance of our infrastructure and just building upon, our already ongoing success.
Well, the school district looks very impressive. I'm very impressed with the athletic complex that you have here, the football field, the adjacent baseball field, and softball field, along with the multiple gymnasiums, the swimming pool, and it generates a lot of pride for your student body. But you're responsible for kinder through the 12th grade, and is there 2 elementary schools here, or is it 3 schools in this district?
We have our Nyland side, Gray Smith, which is an elementary school. We have our elementary school also here in Calipat as well. Fremont Primary, we have our middle school, BYMS, 5th through 8th, and then of course we have our high school.
And so how is that coordinated throughout the week and on a daily basis with the community of Calipat, the city council, your local government, and the residents? Because I'm sure they rely on the school facilities to be available to them for after school hours to serve as part of the recreation program.
Absolutely. Community and, school relations are excellent. Anytime any program in general wants to use our facilities, obviously they're more than welcome. We have our youth football program that's up and coming. This is the very first year, founded by Mr. Amesqua. This is a new feeder program that he started within the community. And anytime, it comes to just facility usage in general, whether it's our football program or whether it's our Best Step Forward that's within the community, uses our gyms, as well as our Calipatria Youth Basketball program that also uses our sites as well.
Well, you mentioned some real heady programs headed by Javier Amesqua. He's on the Calipat City Council, and then Jackie Riddell, who Best Step Forward, that's for kids with autism, that's really provided them an opportunity and an outlet. And then the youth program, I think Art Sariego from Bill Young Middle School is spearheading that, along with Robert Romero at the high school level. Let's talk a little bit about academics, because we want to make sure that the students that come through the school system have pathways to success. What can you share about that?
Absolutely. So whenever it comes to that, we're constantly providing different avenues for them to succeed, right? So whether it's, whether it's the trades or whether it's, just going the college route. For us, we have our welding program. Our welding program has been excellent. We have Mr. Van Diver leading the way on that. And, the student engagement is by far, it's a great program. In addition to that, we also have our other programs going on as well for culinary. And in addition to that, we're just exactly what you said. We're constantly giving our students different avenues to succeed. And we're constantly seeing, other avenues that our students are potentially interested in to capitalize on and as they progress towards what they aspire to be.
So what are you looking forward to in the future as far as the school district, the high school, the middle school, the elementary schools, and the feeder school from Nyland that you'd like to see happen in the next 4 years?
So in the next 4 years, my vision for that is just to continue building up on our continued success. And what I mean by that is, we've had really great student engagement at our Nyland site. If you look at our after-school program, our students beyond the school day, if you look at our after-school program, our students are there throughout the entire day, continuing their education, working with their teachers. And something I want to ensure I do is continue to support our northern communities. So whether it's our Nyland community, our Bombay community, our Slab City community, just continue to build upon our continued success in that regard. And as far as our sites here, continue to maintain them, build upon the infrastructure we already have, and just continue to gauge our students, continue to ask them, hey, what other programs are you, interested in? What more can we do to serve you?
Well, you have a great wealth of administrators that are experienced. They work well together here in Calipat. Lucio Padilla at the high school level, Grace Jimenez Cortez at the middle school, and a wealth of faculty members from kinder through the 12th grade.
Absolutely.
And so that makes the board members job a little easier, and as you try to provide them with the resources to be successful. Any closing comments that you'd like to make?
No, I'm extremely grateful for everyone in attendance today. I'm grateful for VSN for being present anytime and at any point. You guys are always welcome to be here. Any opportunity we have to give our athletes opportunity for exposure throughout the Valley, we welcome that 110%. And anything you guys need, we're more than welcome to accommodate you.
Well, you've got a lot of enthusiasm. You articulated your position and Calipat's school district's position extremely well, and I wish you continued success. And you're a blessing to the Calipatria School District. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Grill.
Ladies and gentlemen, Diego Navarro, that upstanding and outstanding school board member representing the Calipatria School District. We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Lee Tire Company. We are a local, family-owned business specializing in tires and automotive needs. We are located at 114 Main Street, El Centro. Call us at 760-352-1721.
El Distrito de Irrigación de Imperial, su proveedor de energía pública, ofrece varios programas de asistencia de pago. Nuestros clientes con ingresos que califiquen pueden ahorrar entre un 20 o 30% en su factura de electricidad y también recibir ayuda si enfrentan desconexiones por falta de pago. Para recibir ayuda, llámenos al 1-800-303-7756. Visite uno de nuestros centros de servicio al cliente o visite iid.com. iid, donde los clientes siempre son primero.
Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation, winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence.
So we're back live here at Veterans Stadium in Calipatria as the Calipatria Hornets have taken into halftime a 22-6 lead over the visiting Tri-City Christian Eagles out of Vista, California in the northern end of San Diego County CIF section. Ladies and gentlemen, the Calipatria Hornets got off to an immediate start in the first quarter behind the running of elusive quarterback Dominic Hawk as he scampered 15 yards on a quarterback keeper to draw first blood for the Hornets in the game. Then the two-point conversion by Juan Perez, running off behind the blocking of Craven Voigt and Aaron Villarreal, extended that lead to 8. The Hornets were able to score again to take a 14-0 lead, and then Tri-City came back and scored, but they failed on the two-point conversion, making it 14-6. Then a turnover caused by a hard tackle by Oscar Lopez gave the Hornets territory, the ball inside Tri-City territory, and they were able to score again on a Juan Perez touchdown, And as a result, they went into halftime with a 22-6 lead. The Hornets averaging 55 points a game in their first three games as they raced out of the chute with a 3-0 one-loss record. And here they've scored 22 points in the first half. The second quarter was marred by turnovers by both sides of the ball. Both teams had difficulty holding on to the football. And as a result, that's why the score remains at 22-6. As we get set for the second half to get underway, the Eagles will be receiving the kickoff. Angel Maitorena will be the kicker, and back deep to receive for the Eagles, standing inside his own 10-yard line, is that freshman standout, Gary Dillard III.
Well, Vic, starting the third quarter of play here at Veterans Field in Calipat. Good halftime interview with Diego Navarro, board member for the Calipatria Unified School District. Dillard picks it up, takes it down the far sideline, stutters and comes back and crosses midfield and into the Hornet 41.
A 49-yard kickoff return as he took the ball inside his own 10-yard line and tiptoed up the sidelines and just running with authority, John, giving him excellent field position to start the second half.
And you figure he's only a freshman, 14, 15 years old maybe?
Right, and he goes at 5'10", 185 pounds. Well, he's built like a senior.
Yeah, so he's going to have a pretty extensive high school career for Tri-City.
Well, he's split out to the near sideline right now.
Valverde with a keeper and just manhandled on the way down. Penalty flags.
Tackled by number 8 for the Sebastian Lopez, the defensive end, and only a sophomore.
Personal foul, horse collar against Calipat.
So an outstanding defensive play by Sebastian Lopez, but he got his fingers in the cookie jar on the collar of the jersey, and as you called it, John, a horse collar. That's a 10-yard penalty?
It looks 15. Like a 15 personal foul. They'll move it up to the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
So instead of a 5-yard loss, making it 2nd and 15, it'll be a first down at the 30-yard line of Calipatria.
And in there in the backfield is Blake Freeman with Valverde. And it's a officials timeout, but they're back at it. As we start the third quarter of play, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors. Esquer Realty, IID, the Imperial Irrigation District, your local public water and energy company, Marianne Valenzuela Fenley, State Farm Insurance, Grasso's Fine Italian Dining Experience, and Inner Care, improving the health and wellness of the community. So Valverde with a high snap, hands it off to Blake Freeman, who drops it, and Calipat recovers. Another turnover yet.
Well, early in the season, John, this is the 4th game, the week for game 4, and it's evident here with those turnovers. So Calipat will take over. The ball at their own 35-yard line. 11 minutes, only a minute has been run off the clock. The second half just started. So this will be Calipat's first offensive series for the second half.
1st and 10. Hawk under center. A quick pass. Oh, another halfback pass. And looking for, that was number 12, Caleb Spence.
Throwing to number 32, Aiden Zambrano.
Incomplete, bring up a 2nd and 10, Vic.
So offensively, the Calipatria in their skill set goes with number 3, Dominic Hawk at quarterback. And then the offensive skill players are number 1, Juan Perez, number 12, Caleb Spence, who just made that pass attempt, number 15, Osmar Lopez, number 25, Jordan Potter, and 32, Aiden Zambrano.
There was a fumble, but Juan Perez picked it up, made it happen, and takes it to the 43. What could have been another turnover and may have been something down there as that ball is going everywhere.
Well, there's like a rugby scrum there at the 43-yard line of Calipat.
But Juan Perez would be able to pick up 8 yards.
So it'll be a 3rd and 2.
For the Hornets. And all kinds of misdirection with this double wing. Take it to Perez. Hawk changing his field.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Lucio Padilla, with got some burgers up here from the Calipatria Booster Club. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Wash it down, John, with Gatorade here.
Okay. Mario. Thank you, Lucio, again for the generous hospitality. This is outstanding. We got to come here more often.
I'm very impressed with not only the faculty that's helping out at this game, taking tickets and working the concession stand, but the administrators that are here providing supervision and working the chain gang, the assistant superintendent, Dr. Patterson.
Wow. And Dominic Hawk takes it across midfield, pick up 5. Go ahead and eat that burger, Vic. We'd like to thank our sponsors, also the Dom team for business, residential and farmland real estate, Ivy Welding and Mechanical, and Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town, CR&R Incorporated, Havens Landscaping for all your landscaping material needs, Reach Medical Response Service, Medical Transportation Service, Ojeda Industries, Hydraulic Service and Repair, Imperial Flying Service, a proud supporter of our U.S. military, and La Fonda Bar and Grill with our friend Tony Camacho. And all kinds of mistakes happening down right there. It's a false start against the Hornets. So losing another 5 yards. They'll spot the ball at the 36. We'll try to get you an update with the St. Augustine Brawley game. I think it was tied at 0 in the second quarter. And Brawley scored now, up 7-0 at the closing end of the second quarter.
Well, St. Augustine, a perennial powerhouse. It's an all-boys Catholic high school. As number 15.
Osmar Lopez, another halfback pass, gets it to Juan Perez on the far side.
Did he get enough yardage for a first down?
Not quite. And he's probably, it was a first down, now it's a second down, but it was close to the original line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 2nd and 1, the ball at the 45-yard line of Calipat. Dominic Hawk getting the plays from head coach Tony Leon and offensive guru Rick Stewart. A draw play going to, is that Juan Perez?
Yeah, Juan Perez finding all kinds of room at the 30 and inside the 30 to about the 26. Juan Perez, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, it's hard to bring him down because of his speed, his quickness, and his agility.
Well, he's the second leading rusher along with Jordan Potter for the Hornets, and kind of takes the pressure off Dominic Hawk, who averages about 75% of the carries thus far.
Well, looks like he's Maybe he's cramping down there. Tonight's game is brought to you by Arctic Air. Beat the heat with our top-of-the-line Carrier air conditioning systems at Arctic Air Conditioning and Heating. Stay cool and comfortable all summer long with unbeatable reliability. Call Arctic Air Conditioning for a free consultation at 352-8855. And by the Sewing Exchange. Need expert sewing and alterations? Visit the Sewing Exchange. Fast, reliable service for all your tailoring needs. Located at 321 East Main in El Centro. The Sewing Exchange, where quality meets convenience. Well, Juan Perez will have to sit out one play. And in there is number 9,
Angel Maitorena.
Angel Maitorena.
Along with number 32, Aiden Zambrano.
Hawk with a keep. Moving it up the field to about the 21, a gain of 5.
You know, Hawk cuts it back into the inside, and instead of trying to break it out to the outside, but he was brought down by number 5, Joel or Joel Valverde. They're the quarterback who also doubles as a safety.
Second and 6 at the 21.
Excellent play by number 9, that being Jack Bush.
And they keyed right on Juan Perez. So a loss of a yard, or met at the line of scrimmage, I should say, with 6:28 remaining third quarter. And looking to get into the end zone for the Hornets here in the third quarter. Hawk will keep it, finds a hole, gets pretty close to the first down marker. They may be able to move the chains. He'll pick up 5. They will move the chains. The ball at the 16. A pickup of 5 for the Hornets.
Dominic Hawk came into the game averaging 19.9 yards per carry. He has a long of 66 yards. Juan Perez averages 18 yards a carry, and he has a long of 78 yards.
Potter with a handoff. And just pounding his way
across the 10-yard line
into
inside
into the 7. So he'll gain it pretty close to 9 yards on the carry.
So it'll be 2nd and 1. They need to get to the 6 for a first down.
And looks like Potter's got another cramp there. We've been seeing these cramps for the first 4 weeks of this season. Sanders Incorporate Architecture and Engineering. Discover innovation with Sanders Architecture and Engineering, from concept to creation. We bring your vision to life with precision and passion. Trust Sanders to build the future today. Wishing all Valley teams a safe and successful season. Thinking of selling or buying property? Trust the experts at Esquer Realty. With unmatched local knowledge and offering professional and friendly service for 30 years, they'll get top dollar for your investment or help you purchase your dream home. Esquer Realty, the mark of excellence. And coming off the field is number 25, Potter. And the Hornets with a 2nd and short right at the 7-yard line.
So defensively, the Eagles go with Sam Denning, number 1, Logan Dyshant, number 2, Gary Dillard, number 3, Josh Patton, one of their third leading tackler, with 8 tackles per game, wearing jersey number 4, Joel Valverde. Number 5, Mayo Laurenchow, the leading tackler, along with Denning, with 11 tackles per game. Number 9, Jack Bush. Charlie Denning, number 11. Blake Freeman, 21. 50, Adam Ashcroft. And number 66, Jason Tressler. So Tri-City, to offset any effects of this heat, even though it's, I believe, under 100 degrees, maybe in the low 90s, John?
I would say so.
They're substituting freely.
Hawk handed off to number 2, finds a big hole, and that's touchdown. That's Oscar Lopez taking it from the 7-yard line into the house. Another score for the Calipatria Hornets.
So that extends the lead to 28-0 with 4:57 remaining here in the third quarter.
(28-6).
What did I say, 7?
0.
Oh, did I?
Well, sometimes you forget.
Well, I was seeing the 0 there on the scoreboard. It's hard to...
And this time the 2-point conversion didn't happen as the handoff to Oscar Lopez. And we'll be back with more in a minute here in the third quarter on VSN.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department. With programs that would
We're back here live as getting set to kick off number 9 for the Hornets to Dillard inside the 15. Kickoff by Angel Maitorena. And another cramp for a Tri-City player at the 22. The ball will be at the 37-yard line, 36-yard line for Tri-City. Need expert welding and mechanical services? Trust the pros who get it done right, on time, every time. Ivy Welding and Mechanical. Precision in every spark. By El Centro Motors. Looking for unbeatable deals? Head to El Centro Motors and get huge savings on your favorite Ford models. Visit us today at El Centro Motors where your dream car is waiting. Don't miss out. And accidents happen, but with Marianne Valenzuela Family State Farm, you're covered. Get the protection you deserve with a personalized service and great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You're covered 50 miles into Mexico. Call today for a free quote. So we see more and more cramps out on the field today.
Yeah, and is that a combination of the heat, the conditioning, or the lack of stretching before the game? Well, anyway, we're not doctors up here, so we can't give medical opinions, but it's affected both teams evenly as some of the key players on both sides of the ball have had to have their trainers come out and try to stretch out their hamstrings or their calves to get them ready, but they have to sit out one play. So
well, Vic, we got a cool night. It's 87 degrees, and we're looking at some cool temperatures coming this week in the 90s and in the 80s.
87, we're going to have to start breaking out that winter clothing.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get cold now. Tri-City, Valverde has time, steps up, throws it over the number 11, incomplete. That is Charlie Denning.
So let's see. Dr. Patterson's holding number 2. So it's a second down.
4:46 remaining in the third quarter. A 28-6 lead, Calipat over Tri-City. Second and 10. At the 36. Valverde rolling. This side, number 2.
Logan. Go ahead.
You say it.
Logan Denshant.
Denshant, okay. And that he'll pick up 7 on the reception.
So into the ball game for Calipat, number 52. That being Craven Voigt going in to play the nose guard position for the Hornets.
Craven is junior, number 52. Critical position there. 3rd and 3. Fake little play action there.
Boy, he had a lot of room.
Yeah, number 11. Pass complete to Charlie Denning.
So the Hornets using a 4 down lineman, 2 inside linebackers, and 5 defensive backs, but they really were created a cushion there. They were playing 10 yards off the receivers, and as a result, Valverde wisely audibleizing at the line of scrimmage. He's been given that free rein by their coach, Bright, and makes that completion for a first down.
And looks like Juan Perez is trying to nurse that cramp. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Burgers and Beer. Craving the perfect combo? Come to Burgers and Beer. Juicy, mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold craft beer. What more could you want? Visit Burgers and Beer today for the ultimate flavor experience. By Keystone HR. Need top talent fast? Keystone HR connects you with skilled professionals ready to work. Whether it's temp to hire, or permanent positions, we've got you covered. Keystone HR, your key to success. Call us at 357-2929. And by CR&R. Need reliable waste disposal? CR&R Waste Management has you covered. Our eco-friendly services keep our community clean and green. Visit crrwasteservices.com. CR&R Waste Management, keeping your world cleaner. And Juan Perez is getting help coming off the field.
Well, he's been a main cog on this offense for the Hornets tonight as they enjoy a 28-6 lead with 3:52 remaining. And you never know when those cramps are going to strike, John.
Well, that may, he took off his helmet and he's kind of limping a little bit. So it's a 1st and 10 for Tri-City at the 46 with Valverde and Sam Denning in the backfield. And Denning met at the line of scrimmage. Not much there. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 with 3:32 remaining in the third quarter.
So the Eagles going left to right, or they're westbound. Ball at the Eagle 47-yard line.
Valverde faking the dive and losing yardage.
A horde of Hornets in there to make the stop. Led by Oscar Lopez, Dominic Hawk, Sebastian Lopez, and Bernard Thomas. So, John, we've seen different defenses thus far in display in the early season. 3 down linemen, 4 down linemen, 5 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 linebackers, or like Calipat, they use a 4 down lineman, 2 inside linebackers, and then 5 defensive backs.
So they're keying the pass. 3rd and 11, Vic.
But, you know, they're playing zone coverage. They're not playing man-to-man. So they're keeping the receivers in front of them.
Valverde with a pass to number 2. That's Logan Duchant. And getting the first down.
You know, last week we had Butch Morales, the quarterback whisperer, telling us about the different types of defenses. Central employed a man-to-man defense because they had a lot of confidence in their the ability of their defensive backs to be able to stick with the speedy receivers from Ramona High School last year. This defense is kind of like bend but don't break, and don't let anybody get behind you. As that freshman Gary Dillard split here to the near sideline.
And that's Denning with the ball going to the left. And right up to the 40-yard line.
So that front for the
pick up a 4.
Hornets, you have Jaden Lopez, Bernard Thomas, Aaron Villarreal, Aiden Zambrano, and they're getting support from Juan Perez, Oscar Lopez, Dominic Hawk, Sebastian Lopez, Angel Maitorena, and Caleb Spence.
Just over a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6 at the 44, Tri-City. Valverde back to pass. Throws it left side, overthrowing his intended receiver, Logan Duchant.
But the important thing is that Logan was wide open. He was 8 yards behind the defensive back. If they would have been able to connect on that pass, it was overthrown. That would have been 6 points for the Tri-City Eagles. So the Hornets benefiting from that overthrown pass, falling incomplete. It'll be a 3rd and about 6 from the Hornet 40-yard line.
Coming out of the offset eye, Denning. And a wall of Calipatria Hornets
That was
only allowing 2 yards.
Number 44, Gaddafi Brown, wrapping him up from his defensive line position. So into the game, number 52, Craven Voigt, and 72, Jaden Lopez. As Coach Tony Leon is trying to keep his defensive linemen fresh.
4th and 4 inside the 40. Valverde rolling out the throw and blocked there by number 2, Oscar Lopez.
Well, it worked just like a punt. They're going to take over on downs there at their own 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10. Hornets have the ball.
Make it at the 38-yard line of Calipat.
And we're down to the last 9 seconds of the 3rd quarter with another 12 minutes to play in this 4th game of the 2024 season for the Calipatria Hornets, looking like they may be going to another victory with a 28-6 lead over Tri-City.
You know, the Hornets are in a very tough desert league this year.
Oh, yeah.
With Hopeville, Vincent Memorial, and Palo Verde. A pancake block there by number 72, Jaden Lopez. On number 4, Josh Patton.
But Jordan Potter with the carry for about 3.
So that's the end of the 3rd quarter, John.
Back with more in a minute on VSN.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Could you use help with your electric bill? Imperial Irrigation District, your public power provider, offers several payment assistance programs. Our income-qualified customers can save up to 20 or 30% on their electric bill and also receive assistance if they face service disconnection for non-payment. For assistance, call us at 1-800-303-7756, visit one of our customer service centers, or find us online at iid.com. IID, where customers always come first.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience.
From the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night, this is VSN, Calipat, Tri-City. Fourth game of the season for Vic Carrillo. John Moreno starting the fourth quarter here at Veterans Field in Calipatria High School.
Go ahead, John.
Calipat has the football. There's a second down and 7 going left to right on your radio, on your TV screen.
Yeah, Calipat started the second half with a 22-6 lead. They added one more touchdown or 6 points.
Potter with a handoff.
In the third quarter, while the defense was shutting out the Tri-City Christian Eagles offense. So as we go into the fourth quarter, that first play, taking 3 seconds off the clock, it's Calipatria 28, Tri-City Christian 6.
With a false start penalty against the Hornets, moving that gain back. And the ball will be at the 36-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd and 11 from there.
Well, what's your impression thus far, John?
Well, we got Jordan Potter with a handoff, and he's looking like he's doing a lot of damage to the defense of Tri-City as he just keeps gaining yards after yard after yard. Takes that one to midfield for a first down.
Well, the defense of Tri-City is keen on the quarterback Dominic Hawk, number 3, and number 1, wingback Juan Perez. And so that created an opportunity for Jordan Potter to blast his way up the near sideline.
And penalty flags, and Jordan Potter again gaining yardage.
Running behind the blocking of Arturo Gonzalez and Brandon Vargas. A nice pickup of about 6 yards there. But
false start.
Nullified because of that penalty.
So they're bringing it back to the 45. It'll make it a 1st and 15 for the Hornets.
So if you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, it's Calipat 28, Tri-City Christian 6. We have 10:55 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Hawk to Potter. And Potter's met at the line of scrimmage.
And this time he's not fooling anybody. It's
Nothing
number
doing.
5.
And 54.
Joel Valverde.
And number 54. So 2nd and 15 for Calipat. Again, VSN would like to thank its sponsors, Top Notch Barbershop, fresh cuts, always a cutaway. RDO, nothing runs like a deer. The Brawley Police Foundation, supporting a safe community through partnership with police. We are VSN. Reversing, Juan Perez is back in there. Gets a first, no he doesn't, he gets to the 47 of Tri-City.
And that was number 10, Dylan Murray, a freshman, making that stop. He was the last man between the goal line and Perez.
So a 3rd now and 7. After those 2 penalties put him way back. 3rd and 7. And false start. A little over anxious. nullify any gain. Illegal shift. Right?
Tonight's game being officiated by head referee Nathan Pinkins, wearing the white hat, giving us those signals. The umpire is Michael Garcia. The head linesman is Isaac Silva. The line judge is Randy Ross, and the back judge is Hector Tarango. Well, John, the Imperial Valley Football Referees Association is able to accommodate 3 home games on a given night, correct?
I believe so, yes. And they've got some injuries on one of those crews that had reduced the crews. Instead of having 4, we now have 3. Jordan Potter. Jordan Potter gets to the 48, crossing midfield.
So you were able to get an update on Brawley against St. Augustine.
It was a 6-0 touchdown, wasn't it?
Do we have an update on
14-0 Brawley over St. Augustine?
And what about Central? They were hosting Otay Ranch.
We don't have anything on that, but just letting you know that St. Augustine was a higher ranking team than Brawley. Now Brawley will probably be moving up in the ranks with if they continue on that trend.
Well, you know, St. Augustine being one of the private Catholic high schools in the San Diego area, Cathedral Catholic being the other, and Mater Dei in the South Bay, you know, they're a pipeline to Division I football universities at the college level.
Oh yeah.
So kudos to Brawley thus far.
Hawk with a keep. And they give him the forward progress at the 45.
Hawk only 5'6" and about 145 pounds, dripping wet. But they weren't able to bring him down. He's a strong runner.
Now it's 4th and 15. It looks like they're going to punt the football. As the punting unit goes out, 7:42 and counting in the fourth quarter.
And who's that, Angel Maitorena, or is it Dominic Hawk?
Number 1.
Oh, Juan Perez.
That's Sam Denning getting set to receive. And number 3, Dominic Hawk punting the football. So Dominic Hawk will get a nice end-over-end kick, taking a Calipat bounce into the end zone. And Tri-City will get it at the 20. Thank you to our sponsors, the IID, the Imperial Irrigation District, your local public water and energy company. Marianne Valenzuela Fenley, your State Farm insurance agent. Grasso's, fine Italian dining in the Imperial Valley since 1954. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of our community. By the Dom team for business, residential, and farmland real estate. Ivy Welding and Mechanical, industrial welding contractor. And by Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town. CRNR, the face of a greener generation. So 1st and 10 at the 20 for Tri-City. Denning and Valverde in the backfield with Valverde out of the gun. Going to the right. Throws it to number 3. That's Dillard. On the way down, crossing midfield to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Move those chains, Vic. Boy, that number 3 really did a number on that one.
Yeah, he's a very talented freshman as he was tackled from behind by C.J. Spence, or Caleb Spence.
A touchdown-saving tackle. So it'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the 37. Dillard split here to the near side with Denning and Valverde in the backfield. Valverde looking to the right. Finds a receiver. Pass is caught and going out of bounds is Logan Dechent. And a pickup of 5.
Into the ball game for the Hornets, number 44, Gaddafi Brown, replacing number 52, Craven Voigt.
So 2nd and 5. Tri-City. Tri-City. Valverde rolling this way. Airs it out. Pass is caught. Dillard breaks a couple of tackles and brought down from behind by Dominic Hawk at the 9-yard line, bringing up a 1st and goal for Tri-City.
Only a freshman, John, 6 feet, 5'10", 185 pounds. And he's playing like a man among boys out there as he was able to slip away from a couple of tackles to take the ball inside the 10. Penalty flag. It might be personal foul called as both players on offense and defense were jawing off at each other at the conclusion of that play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Calipat.
So it'll be half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, it'll be half the distance to the goal from the 9. So they're putting it inside the 5 for a 1st and goal for Tri-City to give it another shot into the end zone. And with 6.5 minutes remaining in this football game.
Still plenty of time for Tri-City to get something going, in a rally. It ain't over till it's over.
It ain't over till it's over. David Turner back in there with Valverde. And
you got trips to the right.
And I don't see Dillard out there. High snap, screen looked like, but maybe a blitz, as it was a blitz as they came in so fast. It looked like they weren't even blocking. Penalty flag, number 15 for the Hornets. That's Osmar Lopez.
What did they get him for, celebrating or taunting? After he made the sack.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Calipat.
Well, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board next week and practice on maintaining self-control.
So it's still a 1st and goal. As we see, the yard marker says a 1 at the 8-yard line.
Some of the great players, John, used to say, act like you've been there before. That those plays are common to you. Those tackles are routine.
Dillard back in there, split to the far side. Valverde and Denning in the backfield for Tri-City. Logan split to the left. Over the middle, intended for number 9. That's Jack Bush. Incomplete. That was a just immediate throw right there from
two-step drop, and he fired right away within a 1.5 seconds. And covering on the play was Juan Perez.
From his outside linebacking DB position, 3rd and goal at the 8. Another try for Tri-City. Denning and Valverde. Dillard split to the near side here. And throws it to the right. A man is open. The pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Logan Dechent. And it'll bring up a 4th down and goal now, with 6 minutes to go in this football game.
Dillard wasn't ejected, was he?
I don't know.
Or is it just a disciplinary move by Coach Bright by keeping him on the sideline?
Well, he's splitting them out this way.
Oh, is he back in the game? Is
Yeah.
that okay? He's number 3. Okay, my correction.
And there's movement everywhere, so it's looked like maybe a false start. Oh, wait a minute, somebody's moving on the defense. Is that what it is?
On Nathan Binkins, the referee wearing the white hat.
It's lining up in the neutral zone.
Okay, so
it's a 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. Five-yard penalty.
you know, the Tri-City Christian Eagles have been more effective with a pass in this game.
And they've been passing a lot too. High snap. Running for his life is Valverde. And fires it out looking for Dillard. And can't seem to get her.
He overthrew him. So Dillard had to go up the ladder to try to catch that pass. And it was thrown just beyond his reach. So the Hornets bite the bullet and will take over on downs inside their own 5-yard line.
With 5:42 remaining.
And I think we're going to see a lot of Hawk, Bettis, and Potter
eating the clock. Bring out the salt, pour it on top. 1st and 10 at the 4. Hawk in motion, or not Hawk, but Bettis. Potter will get the handoff. About a yard, if that. 2nd and 9 at the 5. So 5:17 remaining. Potter tries to go to the left side. Gets some yardage, about 5 or 6. Takes it to the 11.
So it'll be a 3rd and short. Well, 3rd and about 3 yards.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if Hawk comes to the near side here. Number 5, Jeremiah Araujo, taking in the play from Coach Tony Leon.
Dominic Hawk with the keeper, right side.
Coming to the near sideline.
And he'll get the first down, takes it to the 19. A gain of 8.
So that gives them a little breathing room and much more room to operate. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line of Calipat.
Under 4 minutes to go.
The Hornets 28, the Eagles 6. Into the game with a play, number 32, Aiden Zambrano.
Jordan Potter finds a lot of room and picks up another 11 yards. He'll move the chains. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now, is he coming off the field with a cramp or?
No, he's talking to the coach?
No, number 25 here.
Oh.
Jordan Potter, the ball carrier. He's coming to the sideline.
Yeah. 3:20 and counting. Dominic Hawk and the Calipatria Hornets are just moving this ball.
John, when you played football in the 70s, would they give you salt tablets?
Yes, in the late 70s. Number 2, the ball carrier, that is Oscar Lopez. I didn't like him very much, so I ate saladitos.
Yeah, I was going to say in the 60s, that's what we had. Saladitos from Sing Lee's.
Yeah, those were very, very good, but I don't know why nobody explained to me why would they give you salt tablets. You sweat a lot, so it's salt, you use salt for your body. But nobody told us anything. They said, here, take them. 2nd and 10 at the 30.
We had guys on the sidelines when they'd distribute the salt tablets asking for sliced oranges. and a squirt to drink.
Dominic Hawk. There it is, Juan Perez. Finds a lot of room and takes it to the 38.
Well, navigating his way through the tackles, that being Craven Voigt and Jaden Lopez. So coming down to the 2-minute warning. Ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is the sole property of VSN, the Valley Sports Network. Any reproduction or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the owners is strictly prohibited.
So 3rd and short as we go under 2 minutes. And it looks like Calipat will go on to a 4-0 starting this 2024 season. Dominic Hawk, very elusive, and met at the line of scrimmage.
You had number 11 in there to make the stop, Charlie Denning, along with number 1, Sam Denning, his brother. And I understand they're identical twins.
And you know, we've got information from our friend Will Torres that if the Hornets win tonight, it's the second time they start 4-0 since 2004. So kudos to the Hornets as we're down under a minute late in the game here. On a 4th and long, getting set to punt, Dominic Hawk, end over end. And pitted there with Denning picking it up, returning it at the 50. And then pushed out of bounds by number 52.
Voigt.
Craven Voigt.
Craven Voigt.
And it will be 1st and 10.
And the Hornets were fortunate there because Hawk was nursing a cramp after that punt, and so he wasn't in the vicinity to make a touchdown-saving tackle if they were to escape the grasp of Voigt. So Voigt coming through there and helping out his teammate.
And we'd like to thank some of our sponsors, El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serve our community. Imperial Valley College, proud sponsor of VSN's live stream. Driscoll's Custom Embroidery and Letterman Jackets. South Cali Air for all your air conditioning needs. Desert RV and towing, 24-hour towing and off-road recovery. Casbros, custom t-shirts, signs, and banners. Hart Insurance, full-service insurance agency. Johnny's Burritos, Imperial Valley Tradition. Keystone HR with Robbie Herrera. Alfred Distributing, family-owned and operated business since 1947. El Centro Motors, visit the team at El Centro Motors for your next truck, car, or SUV. Arctic Air, dependable AC repairs and service you can trust. We are the Valley Sports Network on the NFHS network. Our broadcasters, our sponsors make our broadcast possible, so we'd like to thank them, and hopefully you can support them with business. 26 seconds to go. Tri-City going to give it the old college try here. The ball inside the 20 at the 16-yard line. Looks like they're shaking hands. And they're just going to let the clock run out, I believe. soon as the coach exits the field, Tony Leon talking to Dinkins.
Well, there's 26 seconds remaining.
And we'll probably get one more play, or if they throw it in the air, give it a shot to the end zone, but I don't see why that would happen. They're just going to take a knee, and that's what they do. Tri-City will take a knee. And Vic, we've got a couple of players of the game sponsored by Burgers and Beer tonight.
Well, there was some outstanding play on both sides of the ball. Calipat, though, was led by their quarterback, Dominic Hawk, and their standout running wingback, number 1, Juan Perez. So those two will be representing the Calipatria Hornet varsity here as they emerge victorious 28-6 over the visiting Tri-City Christian Eagles.
And looking at Calipat tonight with a 28-6 victory, looking like a well-balanced attack. Some turnovers that happened in the second quarter and possibly the third quarter kind of hindered any more action on the field.
But you can credit the hard-hitting defense of the Eagles of Tri-City Christian that made that possible. We call them turnovers. It was just good, solid defensive football, tackling and knocking that ball loose and out of the possession of the running backs.
So Dominic Hawk and Juan Perez are the players of the game for the Burgers and Beer. And we'd like to thank all of you, our viewing audience tonight. We'd also like to thank our halftime guest, Diego Navarro, who is a board member here at Calipat, and of course, Principal Lucio Padilla. Of course, thanking our program director, Will Torres at VSN Sports, Jose Alejos, our technician in the booth, and our cameraman, Mario Camacho, filling in for Luis Panchito Garcia. Join us next week from the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night when VSN, the source for the Imperial Valley sports, will be in Calexico, where Calexico will host the Hoteville Vikings in a Imperial Valley matchup with our pregame starting at 6:45. Again, tonight's final score, Calipat 28, Tri-City Christian 6. For Vic Carrillo, this is John Moreno of Bulldog Media bringing you live coverage for the last 31 years of Imperial Valley football and saying good night on VSN.